God, Shalom. All praise and glory go to the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem HaKadosh. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, Apostle Tahar, Apostle Kabar, Apostle Rakah, Apostle Ramlab, and the Shalom to all the sincere Achim that are pushing the spirit of sincerity and the truth. Continuing to say that the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are the true people of the Heavenly Father, and the people that live in the land of Israel today go back to the biblical Amalekites, which are the chief and tribe of the nation of Esau, Edom, and the people that call themselves white, European, Caucasian, Australian, or American, they all go back to the nation of Esau, Edom. All right. Now these videos are made to wake up our people, to lead them back to the Heavenly Father, because judgments are being passed and prophecies are coming to pass. And yeah, as you can see on the screen, that's also a part of Bible prophecy. Because, you know, it don't matter who is in the office, who's the president of America or the United States. You know, it doesn't matter. Prophecies will come to pass, you know. So it has no point being occupied with politics, you know, unless it's your livelihood. But yeah, I really doubt that people would be in politics nowadays, especially when you're a Bible believer. You should know that it's a cycle of you don't decide anything. You know, it's already planned, man. It's behind the scenes. A lot of things happen, you know, that you don't have any say in. You know, if politics, if voting mattered, it would be made illegal. You know. So it says over here, Europe accelerates work on plan for NATO's functioning without US WSJ, all right? The drafting began last year and gained momentum after US President Donald Trump's Greenland annexation threats and criticism of allies for not helping in the Iran war, right? New York, April 15, TASS. Europe is actively working on a backup plan to maintain its defense capability if the U.S. withdraws from NATO. The Wall Street Journal reported, citing sources. Officials are reportedly creating a European NATO, promoting Europeans, Officials are reportedly creating a European NATO, promoting Europeans to leadership positions and replacing U.S. military equipment. The drafting began last year and gained momentum after U.S. President Donald Trump's Greenland annexation threats and criticism of allies for not helping in the Iran war. A key shift was Germany's change of position, right? Change of position, moving the discussion into the practical realm. Europe's ideal scenario is the U.S. remaining in NATO while defensive tasks transition to Europeans. Europe also intends to increase production of weapons in which it lags, including anti-submarine warfare, space reconnaissance, and aerial refueling systems. You see? Now, yeah. You know, because they will hate the horde. That's what it says in the scriptures, right?
Caution, animal on the road.
They will hate the horde. That's what it says in the scriptures, man. You know, they shall burn her with fire and eat her flesh. You know. So yeah, you go to Daniel, but I'm gonna go to Mark 3. All right. Come bear with me. see, Mark 3. Come. So it says over here, Mark 3 and 24, and if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand, right? It says over here, I'm going to start at verse 23, right? And it says,
caution, poor road conditions.
God, it says, Mark 3 and 22, and the scribes which came down from Jerusalem said, he had Beelzebub, and by the prince of the devils casted he out devils, right? And he called them unto him and said unto them in parables, how can Satan cast out Satan, right? And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. Now, as you see what example it talks about, you know, same thing applies for Esau, man. You know, they are divided against themselves, man. You know, Europe be saying that it's not their war, and America says that, yeah, they're a NATO ally, and you know, every time we have to help y'all, but y'all ain't coming out to help us. You know, so when we need your help, you're not there. But when you need our help, we show up, you know. So yeah, it's not it's a serious thing, man. You know, and we live in the beautiful times. These are prophecies that come to, you know, that are coming to pass right now. We've been waiting for it for years, you know. Of course, we didn't know how it was going to come to pass, but yeah, through faith, of course, we believe that these words are true and they will come to pass eventually, you know. So let me read that as well. It's Isaiah 34 and 16, right? And it says, seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. No one of these shall fall, none shall want her mate, for my mouth it had commanded, and his spirit it had gathered them. You see? So yeah, man. None shall want her mate. You know, you can't make this up, man. This word is powerful. You know, every word that comes out of this the Bible, the scriptures, will come to pass. You know, this is just a quick update. Not making it too long. You know. This is Isaiah 55 and 8. For my thoughts, no, start at 11. Isaiah 55 and 11. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it. You see? So yeah, these are the words of Yahweh Shem Yahshai, and these things will come to pass, man. You know, the Most High is powerful, man. You know, you might not notice him all the time, but you know, soon he's getting he's visiting the earth that he created. So, and he's a man of war. So since he's a man of war, what do you think that's going to come upon this planet Earth? It's war, man. You know, and as it says in the scriptures, the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, right? Some roughly paraphrasing, I can get that as well. Proverbs 22, you know, and I believe it, or 21. No, the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, as the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will, right? Whithersoever he will. So yeah, man. Yeah, so with that, man, I'm gonna say all praises and glory go to the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahshai. You know, keep yourself updated with these prophecies, man, because they will come to pass. You know, and before you know it, you missed something. You know, there's a bunch of things happening. You know, the war with Ukraine, the war with Iran. You know, they ain't talking about Epstein anymore. But that's also something that, you know, they, especially the Iranians and stuff, they keep bringing it up, you know, the Epstein regime, you know, and people started taking that over, you know, calling it the Epstein regime. So with that, I'm going to say all praise and glory go to the Most High, Yahweh Shem Shai, and Shalom.